It is our favourite day of the week. It's Sunday. I've been up, I've baked some cookies, filmed a bit of work, and we're just getting ready to go out, aren't we? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the park? Where do you fancy going? I like getting her in the car at the weekend and taking her out to somewhere that's like a bit different, just to switch up her, like the scenery for her and get some new sniffs in. We went to the pumpkin patch yesterday, as you would have seen if you watched it, and she thought she was coming with us, and we were tempted to take her, but we didn't know if she would be allowed or not. But there was dogs in there in the end, so she probably could have come, but I feel like that would have been overstimulating for her anyway. So, but she thought she was coming when we were going in the car. She got all excited, so it broke my heart to have to leave her. So I said that we'll take her out today. So we're gonna have a nice Sunday walk. Sam's just getting his vintage parcels together, and then we're gonna bundle up in the car, take her to a park or something, get some fresh air. I need to get some steps in. I didn't actually go to the gym this morning. I felt a bit groggy. I had like a stomach ache, felt a bit iffy, so I haven't been to the gym, so I feel like getting some steps in will be nice. And then I think I'm going to make like a mini roast later, like a stew. We've got some beef in the fridge, so a nice little cosy Sunday is on the cards. Where are we going? It's too early to get you excited because you'll be barking, won't you? Are you coming today? Are you coming today?
She knows.
Good girl. Lead. Where are we going? We found her lots of leaves. Look how autumny it looks. Come on. Oh. Oh, that's good. You finally got loads of leaves. Look.
Oh, there's a big patch coming out.
Oh, look at her tail wagging. She loves it. Oh, it's so nice here.
Yeah, it's nice here. Oh, dog's gone down, but it's cute.
I noticed the tree in our front garden's gone like orangey yellow now.
Oh, yeah. Loads of leaves coming off that.
Yeah.
You can put them in the garden for her.
Yeah, Sam had the idea the other day of getting loads of leaves and putting them in our garden for her because she loves it. Every time there's like a hedge or something, she always like rubs herself up against it. She like drags her way through it. I think she likes the little tickles, and I think the leaves must tickle her something. Is that not just the most perfect autumny leaf? Look at these colours.
They remind me of like Canadian or American.
Yeah, they are. Look. That's like a typical... They look plastic. Look! You don't want these ones. You don't like being told, do you? That was a gorgeous little autumnal walk. I'm just waiting for Sam. And I don't know what to do with myself. I didn't bring my phone because it needed charging, one. And sometimes when I go out for a walk, especially with Lola, I like to try and be as present as I can. And I feel like leaving my phone at home helps with that. So phone's at home, but I didn't think about the time that I would be in the car on my own while Sam goes and does his parcels. And I'm just sat here twiddling my thumbs like, what did we used to do without phones? Like, I remember when my mum would nip into the shop and leave me and my brother in the car. and that's what it's reminding me of. I thought I had like a blob of unblended bronzer on my nose then, but I didn't. So yeah, I'm just like sat around looking at the car, like in the car, like, is there anything I can read? Like, any packets I can read the back of? It's just the weirdest thing ever, but sometimes I have to force myself into like little moments like these without, not like these, but the walk without my phone, just so I can be present, enjoy my time with Lola. But yeah, I've had a really productive Sunday so far. It's now nearly 2:20. As I say, Sam's in Sainsbury's at the moment, getting a couple of bits that we need and dropping his vintage parcels off. He's been a vintage king this weekend and managed to sell like loads of bits from his wardrobe that he no longer wants. So he's been productive. I've been productive. Jason's restock. We get through probably like 2 or 3 loads of Jason's a week, I'd say. That's the thing that we always need to top up on, that our food shop doesn't last. I should probably get 2 loads of that a week, really, shouldn't I?
Dates are amazing on it though.
It does last though.
Well, no, it never goes mouldy,
Yeah.
but
Right, let's get home. It started to rain now, so that was good timing for
I might do that
us.
every parcel while we're on.
Oh yeah, okay. I joined you from the weirdest little corner of our bedroom because I'm currently charging my camera. I just picked it up ready to film and it had 10%, so we're charging and we're filming, but I just wanted to hop on before I started filming this day and just let you know that I've made the executive decision to now turn Vlogtober to every other day uploads, because to be quite honest with you, it's just getting too much. Brand deals for me at this time of year, just to kind of give you an insight into my workload, because you probably think like, what do you do with your day? Like, if you're moaning about editing, well, I get in my own head about it anyway, just because some people who aren't in the industry maybe like don't realise the behind the scenes work that goes into it, because I've had a couple of comments over on my TikTok before about like what I do all day and anyone else in this industry, and there's just so much hidden work that someone who doesn't have an idea how the industry works wouldn't really appreciate. So without getting too like into it and too deep, my brand deals and brand work this time of year, I'd say like triples compared to like spring summer. So why I make the decision to try and vlog daily on YouTube, I have no idea. I have a lot of stuff in the works at the moment, which is so exciting, and it's the dream. To land brand deals with brands that you use and you love is like the ultimate dream. That's as good, not as good as it gets, but that's like the pinnacle of this career. So I am like forever grateful that I get these insane opportunities with these household brands that I genuinely, hand on heart, use, spend my own money on, to be then able to work with them is just like, it just doesn't get any better basically. So brand deals will always be my priority, and they are like the bulk of my work. So that really steps up this time of year for me into Christmas. That's like my busiest period. It's different creator to creator, I think, but my busy period is this time of year. So yeah, things have just got a bit chaotic, and I do also want to, as much as I love like providing this content for you guys to watch and to enjoy like the cozy season, and I really love like the comments and the messages that I get, it literally makes my day, I also want to enjoy this season. And I just feel like I've been enjoying it, but I haven't been present. And when I had that breakdown in Cambridge with my family, that's the first time that I actually genuinely felt inside like autumny and cozy, and like had that time to switch off and enjoy it for myself rather than like through my camera. So yeah, I've made the decision. I'm going to upload every other day. So I'm going to vlog 2 days and then compile it into one vlog, and then that just like halves the editing, it halves the filming. I don't have to like worry too much. So yeah, sorry about that to anybody who does enjoy the daily uploads. I know it's nothing major, and I know you guys probably have a busy life as well, so every other day I don't think is going to be a major thing. And I'm not a quitter. Like, doing things like this is a big thing for me, because in my head I'm like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to stick it out to the end. Like, even when we were poorly, I made sure that I carried it on through that. But yeah, things are just getting a bit picking up, which is a good thing. But I just need to be realistic and like manage my own expectations with this. So that's the plan going forward. I hope that's okay with you. Again, apologies to anybody who does like watching a video every day, sorry. But I feel like that's just the best option for me. And yeah, I feel like I bite off more than I can chew when I do this Vlogtober thing, like daily uploads. To edit and film a YouTube video, if you're someone that consumes YouTube content and you really enjoy it, just know that, I'm not talking about myself here, but like the creators that you watch, just realise that that is a lot of work to like film and edit a YouTube video is a biggie. And I think because I'm so used to like filming, editing and posting TikToks every day, YouTube is just such a different ball game, is that even the term? Like a different thing altogether. So to do it every day, as well as trying to keep on top of my TikTok, it's a lot. But I'm going to stop moaning now. I don't want anyone to think that I'm moaning and I'm grateful and, you know, I'm work shy and all the rest of it. But yeah, it just gets to a point where it's quite a lot. Like yesterday, it was Sunday and I was working till like, I know this, like there's some people that work night shifts and stuff like that, but I was working till like 7:30, which I know isn't major. But then to wake up this morning, I've got like a backlog of things I still need to do. And yeah, I also, sorry, I feel like I'm just like reeling off excuse after excuse, but I don't pull out of these things lightly, and it's not like a light decision that I've made, like, to do this, but I also don't want to be posting like half-assed content, and when I'm editing footage back, I can see myself like not being fully in it. I don't know if anybody watching it would notice, but like in my own head, I can see myself not being like fully like giving my full energy to the vlogs. So that's not what we want. So I feel like it's better for everyone involved that that's how Vlogtober is going to round off for the last 10 or so days, which is crazy. But anyway, we've got a fun little thing that I want to do this morning. That's why I've whacked you on charge. I want to decorate the front of our house. I say the porch, we don't have a porch, it's literally just like a front door, but I've got like some crates and I've got some like outdoor decorations that I do reserve for like October time because they're more Halloweeny, so I'm really excited to get those out this morning. So that's the job. Let's go down to the garage. I'm going to fish it all out. I've got to dodge all the spiders that are in our garage because our garage is chaotic, and I feel like we've made like the perfect hotel and den for spiders to hide in, which is always really scary. So let's go and tackle that one together. Obviously TikToking it as well, but isn't it the most wild thing that I used to work in here every day? I've mentioned this before on here. I basically ran my small business out of this garage, and when I quit my 9 to 5, I hadn't even started like TikTok or social media. This was my full-time job, my small business, sorry. So come rain or shine, I was in my garage, and I so vividly remember, because I used to sell dried flowers, I so vividly remember it being snowy outside, and it was the busiest time. I think it was because Mother's Day is in March, isn't it? Mother's Day was always really, really busy, and I remember it absolutely chucking it down with snow, and I had the garage door open and I was just watching the snow outside, packaging my little parcels. I used to love it so much, but it used to get so cold in here, and I'm literally looking around now and it's covered in spiders. I used to get mice in here that were eating my dried flower stock, but I didn't have the heart. All of my family and everyone was telling me to put mice traps out. I did not have the heart to do that, so I just had to keep like fishing out. Like, is that whenever I pick this camera up, I feel like I lose the ability to think of words that I would like otherwise just be able to come out with. Fishing out, forking out, fishing out, forking out for new stock, because the mice just used to eat it. And yeah, this was my place of work, my little garage. My dad came and he painted the walls for me because my branding for my small business was black and white, everything was monochrome. So my dad came and he painted it all, and I had like a big wooden bench along here that I used to pack my orders on. And it's just, oh my god. Just as I'm taking a walk down memory lane, look. Oh my god. I thought Sam was being dramatic the other day. He came in here and he walked straight back, and he didn't get done what he wanted to get done. He was like, oh, there's too many spiders. The roof is literally covered. They've fully taken over. I feel like I need to come in here with the Hoover. But anyway, back to the Halloween stuff. I am now scared to pick any of this up, but we've got some terracotta skulls. I love these. I think I picked these up. Isn't that just so scary? I feel like there's gonna be spiders crawling out of those eyes. I picked these up in Home Sense, I think last year. And then we've got some terracotta pumpkins that actually light up. They're from Lights for Fun. And then I'm trying to find where my crates are. Oh, the crates are down here. We've got these, which again, oh my god, I'm actually gonna bring the Hoover because look. So yeah, crates, I'm gonna Hoover all these. and then I kind of like stack the pumpkins like all around the crates, but I feel like they need a good hoover because I'm not putting my hands in there and they're covered in cobwebs. I feel like as soon as I touch anything in here, the spiders are just going to crawl out like something off of a horror film. I've just hoovered out all of the crates, which was a mission. Look at this beast. I can't even go near that, but this is what it looks like currently outside. I'm going to move these somewhere. I don't know where to put those because that's where the crate's going to go. And then I can put like the skulls and the pumpkins in the crates. But honestly, my heart is racing 100 miles an hour. They are everywhere. And I have just hoovered one up. So I'm scared it's going to crawl back out. I don't know if they can do that, but I'm really scared. I'll probably end up moving these and switching this around and playing with like where each bit goes, but that's how I'm going to leave it for now. Probably could have done with some more pumpkins, to be fair, from the patch, but this will do. I think it looks really cute and I love the crates. I took that one off just because I feel like we didn't have enough to like style 3 of them, so I've just kept it with the 2. And these ones light up as well. I've got to find the remote, but they look really nice lit up in the crate. So yeah, very pleased with that. I'm glad I got these out. It is now a little bit later on, and even though I actually texted Sam this morning and I said this is my equivalent of my Sunday this week because I was working pretty much all day yesterday, so I was like, I'm going to take this day as my Sunday because I'm just like, I know I keep going on about it, but period is period, and it's day 1 of like proper, like in the thick of the period. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to have a bit of the sofa day, get some like laptop phone work bits done. But since I have decorated the porch, as you would have seen, I then came into the house, I've edited loads of videos and work that I needed to get sent to my manager. And then I say loads, there was one bit of work that I needed to get sent to my manager and rounded up, and just like a few admin bits that I needed to do. I've deep cleaned the tumble dryer and the washing machine, which is a job that I've been putting off for ages, and I keep seeing people doing it. The same as my dishwasher, I keep seeing people doing it, and I'm like, I probably should do ours because I actually can't remember the last time I did it. I think I've probably done it once or twice since we lived in this house. So that's been done, and I'm just about to make a roast dinner. So it really is my equivalent of a Sunday. We didn't end up having a roast. I think I mentioned yesterday that I was going to cook a roast dinner. I know I've mentioned this loads of times as well, I had a really like painful tummy. It must have been, I don't know if this is TMI, probably TMI. I know most of the people that watch my videos are gals, so sorry about boyfriends in the back if you can hear me going on about periods, but I think it must have been period related because now that I'm like properly on, that's gone. But it was like a real like, the whole of my stomach from like the bottom of my boobs down to like the bottom of my tummy, like my whole torso was like really crampy and like I had really weird pains. So that was the longest explanation to explain why we didn't have a roast dinner. I had such a girl dinner last night, Sam made me it, and it was so yum, and it was just what I fancied. It was really like light on the stomach. He just made me a bowl of salty, plain, cheesy pasta, and I literally inhaled it. So that's what I had for dinner last night. He had like a spag bowl. So I'm going to make the roast today because we've got all the bits in, and I've not really eaten much today, and I know that Sam will be grateful to come home from being in the office to a nice roast dinner. So we're having a Monday roast. So I did this last time we had a roast. Usually we'll do a chicken, but I like making a beef stew because the gravy and like the juice that you get from this is just really nice to have with a roast. So I use this from Sainsbury's. I then use 500ml or 800ml to be fair, because I'm going to use 2 stock cubes. This red wine stock from Sainsbury's is so good. It's like perfect in this dish. And then I just pop some beef stock in there, garlic, onions. I think we've got some carrots as well. Let's have a look. yeah, we've got some carrots, so I'll chuck a few carrots in there as well, get some extra veggies in. I feel like a dish like this, I'm so not a veg person. You'll probably notice if you've ever looked at like my meals or anything, I'm such a veg dodger. But I feel like in a stew, when everything's soft and like covered in gravy juice, you can't really tell a veg from a meat. Like, I feel like it all just tastes pretty similar. So that's the stew. I'm just going to fry the beef off, chop the onions up. I've got some roast potatoes softening here. I'll turn that on, and I always do my roast potatoes and my Yorkshire puddings in beef dripping. Not a calorie counting friendly meal, but if you're going to do a roast dinner, you've got to do it properly. I'm also going to make, I feel like this is very all out for a Monday roast. I'm also going to make some stuffing with the sausages left over from the fry up, the weekend breakfast that we had, because we've got those left over and we're not really going to eat them any other time. So let's get chopping some onions and some carrots and make a yummy, I was going to say cosy roast, because when I was cleaning the tumble dryer and the washing machine, it's absolutely chucking it down, but it's like glorious sunshine now, so it would have been perfect if it was raining outside. In the background of me making a stew, I feel like that would have just been the perfect combo. But anyway, let's get going because I need to get this in the oven. Stew is ready to go in my favourite dish. I got this from TK Maxx. I think this is actually one of our first ever home purchases. I got it with my dad when we were having a mooch in TK Maxx, and I remember feeling so excited. And I was saying to my dad, like, is it too early? Because this was just as we reserved our plot, and I didn't want to buy anything because I didn't want to jinx anything. So I remember it so vividly. So I feel like if I don't smash it, touch wood, that will be a little heirloom, and I can just imagine bringing that out like in 20 years time. Nobody can tell me that I don't make the best roasties. Look how good they look.